Time is 8:25 on this Thursday morning, February 2nd, 2017, and it's time now for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Thursday morning, February 2nd, 2017. God! God! Oh, no! Good morning, you all. This lovely Thursday morning, February 2nd, 2017, here. 8:25, 27 degrees here at Dalton. Today's area will be 39 here on Peter Chill. Morning news at 8:25 on this Thursday morning here. Top story at 8:25 is Revel U.S. Tasman, one of the closest allies. President Trump has sharply criticized the new Obama era agreement with Austria, a deal that it also reportedly prompted the American leader to tell Austria's prime minister that it was the worst. The late Justice Anton Scott may not have its original religious, but he was popularized what once was a fringe legal doctrine. But Secretary Phil, the Pennsylvania bomber who claims he is the only true weather forecasting crowd on World Cup Thursday morning, crowd on his own saw his shadow. A crowd protested the far-right commentators and prints at the University of California at Berkeley hurled smoke bombs, broke windows, and sparked a massive bonfire. Prominent officials called off the event. The U.S. and Mexico did not report that President Donald Trump threatened Mexico and President over bad hombres. Iran was on the verge of collapsing until the U.S. gave it a lifeline to form a nuclear deal between them. Iran and 6 more powers, President Trump said on Thursday. After more than a week of reports said he had the defendant percentages high public salaries, prosecutors on Thursday decided to write out a probe to the Philippine Families Affairs that some lawmakers prevent the candidate Republican Party started. London, UK Prime Minister Theresa May's government family set out the details for the first time Thursday on the strategy to Britain departure from the European Union. The U.S. military is looking to whoever more civilians were killed during the weekend raid on Al-Qaeda in Yemen, Reuters reported. Bucharest, Rome's government faced a mounting pressure Thursday after its biggest protest since the fall. Communism went against the critics say is backtracking to publish country long battle with corruption. Remember? Foreign students studying at major American universities have been a feature settling through the request by President Donald Trump sweeping new executive orders immigration lawyers award student visa and green card. Spreader, Delaware. Inmates inside a Delaware prison where 4 staff members being held hostage reached out a newspaper and 2 phone calls and explained their concerns. Jenna Bush-Hager used his post 9/11 ruins over Trump order. From Washington State and Washington, D.C., Democrats across the country have 7 at once some calls. Resistance to President Trump moving across political, legal, and bureaucratic and legislature, civil disagreements to frustrate newly won. Two Russian federal security agents on the custody lab Benjamin have been charged with high treason for allegedly delivering state secrets in the U.S. After 2 years apart, fighting Castro, a Syrian refugee living in Orange, Connecticut, was considered ours until his reunion with his wife and 2 daughters. About 2.5 million customers on a charter spectrum cable service lost viewers and childhood dispute between the companies over the carriage fees. But Mount Carney warned that the real uncertainty over the UK's decision to leave the European Union is still ahead of the Bank of England will need to respond accordingly. Tokyo top Sony Corporation executive on Thursday reeled out selling any part of the company's movie TV business after troubles, and Hollywood led Sony to post nearly $1 billion write-down. Deutsche Bank AG fell to the most in 4 months after earnings business analysts and estimates and the clients concerned about the bank's financial strength stepped back from the trading with the firm. Merck posted 4-quarter earnings largely aligned with estimates, but issues a cautious outlook for the year. Look at that, stocks now. Up 26.85 was at 18,890.94. SP 5 up 68 cents and 279.55. And Nasdaq up 26.86 points and 5,642.65. Honolulu, Dragon Fire hosts stream of multiple lava continue shut out the cliff on Wednesday at Hawaii. Expansion of the Pacific Ocean below and exploded upon impact. Forget Atlantis. Scientists have covered evidence of ancient lost continent to the Indian Ocean island nation of Marxist according to News Study. Air pollution may cause more just lung disease. New research suggests that if tiny particles of air formed from power plants and cars that are inhaled, they might also evade the rate and increase the risk of Alzheimer's disease. Leaders for the health insurance agency, state insurance commission brokers warn Wednesday that more health plans are almost certainly will differ from the Affordable Care Act marketplace unless Congress and the Trump administration provide some. Budapest, Hungary's chief veterinarian has issued an order that all poultry must be kept inside after the bird flu virus spread to 11 countries and more than 3 million birds are to be killed. Peter Children's time is 08:30 on this Thursday morning, and it's time now for a sports report. Last night, the Boston Celtics beat the Toronto Raptors 109, 104 at the TD Garden, while the Boston Bruins fall to the Washington Capitals in DC 5-3. Tonight, the Celtics and the Bruins have the hat off. Warriors hope to stay hot while visiting the LA Clippers on Thursday night. Dubai United Emirates. Tiger Woods walked cautiously from the drive range to the first tee, swung tenderly for the first wheels. Got out the source on net recovered dirty. Open about it. Omega, Dave by Desert Classic. Peter Childers' time is now 8:31 on this Thursday morning, and it's time now for Traffic Transit Report on this Thursday morning. Baby! Let's start with imitate where Green Line Express Modern eastbound delays to the disabled train at Arlington. On the Green Rail, Rockwood train 103, 7:58 from North Station to operate 10 minutes late between Little Rockwood and early police activity and the ferry's day out. Lucky again. Okay, take a look at hours and Bowie's of New England on this first morning. Down in Yankton, 95 and a South by Time. There's back up from North Carolina to Greenwich. 95 to North by Time. Back up from New. Which are only to Stafford, 95 South by Side, 59 at Stafford, Bear Parkway, West by Side, backed up from Bridgeport down at Stafford, Bear Parkway, both ends is back to the New Haven at Edmond at 95 to North by Side, back to West Haven at that to New Haven, Connecticut. 84 West by Side, back to Torrington all the way to Newtown, 84 East by Side, back to towards New Britain and then Mexican from New Britain all the way to Downtown Hartford, 84 West by Side, back to Manchester to Downtown Hartford, Connecticut. 281 West by Side, back to Route 8 with Hartford, Connecticut. 91 on South by Side, it is backed up from 291 to down to Interstate 84, 91 at the North by Side, Middle Ohio, that's at North Connecticut. 91 at the North by Side, but 57 to 291 at Springfield. 290 East by Side, back to Route 9 to Worcester. 485 North by Side, back to Route 2 and Local down to Westford. 485 South by Side, back to from Stone Down for Marlborough, 290 and 485 to North by Side, back to Hopkins Stretch. Route 2 East by Side is backed up around 11 Stretch, 290 East by Side, 146 Route 9, 146 to North by Side, back to Route 290 Worcester. 146 out of the North by Side, slow after Route 99 out at Lincoln 99, North by Side, 126, 122 in Lincoln Woodstock Stretch, Route 295, South by Side, Route 6 to Route 37 in Crescent. 9 mile at the North by Side, back to the East Greenwich all the way to Crescent, Route 4 to the North by Side, back to Route 95, East Greenwich, Jamestown, Meadow Open, Newport Bridges out, Lucky Get here. Border Summer Bridges out, Lucky Get 20 at the North by Side, it's a low swap, the border rotary, Route 6 from several down to all lanes. 95 on the North by Side, Little Slow after Route 1 and Sheridan, they basically go around. 128 in Canton, 24 on the North by Side, by the way. 139 Stoughton all the way, Route 128 Canton. Route 128 on the North by Side, back to the Braintree Split, all the way to 24 and Randolph. 7 Expressway on the North by Side, back to the Braintree Split, all the way out to the Mass Pike. 7 Expressway, South by Side, the Dorchester Stretch. Mass Pike East by Side, back to the Data Economy at the Austin Tolls. 93 both ends back to downtown Boston. 120 at the North by Side, back to 125. And Needham all the way out to Route 9 in Wellesley. All the way at the Route 20 Waltham. 120 South by Side, back to the Mass Pike all the way at the Route 9 in Wellesley. 120 South by Side, back to Redden all the way at the Waltham. 128 on the North by Side. It is back to Route 2 at Lexington all the way at the Route 4 at Lexington. 93 South by Side. It is back up from Wilton all the way to Zinc Bridge. 93 at the North by Side. It's back to Stoneham all the way to Route Red the Stoneham Stretch. Route 3 South by Side, back around 45, low all the way at the Millwreck and Hidbreak Game from Bedford all the way to Route 128. Route 485 on both ends about a long stretch, 93 on the North by Side by the Missouri Stretch. 1 on the West by Side, a little back around the Candia Stretch. 295 on the South by Side, it is backed up from Farmersburg all the way to the Port of Maine. Here, Interstate 87 to 89, south by side. Back to the get 81 up in Vermont. Interstate 81 south by side. Back to Syracuse, New York. Peter Children's time is now 8:35 on this. This morning here, and it's time now for a weather report here. And take a look at radar, and it shows some snow showers stretching from Everest, Massachusetts, all the way up into North Adams, Mass, and stretching out Berkshire, Massachusetts, and Western Connecticut, and stretching out Austin, New York, down over the Wad, Rampart, New Jersey, and down the Wad, East Central Pennsylvania, Fairbanks, and some rain showers around the New York City, Burrs around the Bronx around Brooklyn, and stretching out Long Beach, and some snow showers from Islip down to Hempstead. And seeing some snow showers from Western Albany down to Buffalo, and stretching out Pennsylvania from Pittsburgh down to Philly, and some rain spotty snow showers from North Central New Hampshire and up into Vermont, and up on North Central Maine, and some spotty snow showers from East Central portion of New Brunswick, and Central and East portion of Nova Scotia, and some spotty snow showers from Northern Ontario, and snow showers from Eastern Ohio, and some snow showers from South portion of the North Central portion of Michigan, some rain showers south from Nashville, Tennessee. Here. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. But hey, a slight chance of snow showers up to 3 p.m. Puts us cover 39 degrees, west wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, wind gusts 23 miles an hour, just make sure 20%. Tonight, mostly Cusco at 18 degrees, west wind 6 to 9 miles an hour. Friday, both sides cover 31 degrees, west wind 6 to 10 miles an hour for Friday night. Podcast wind 60 degrees, west wind 6 to 9 miles an hour for Saturday. Most of the podcast wind 30 about 18 degrees, west wind 6 to 10, 14 miles an hour for Sunday. Most of the podcast about 3 about 27 degrees. Monday, most of the podcast wind 36 about 60 degrees for Tuesday. Chance snow and rain likely, mostly clouds about 35, about 30 degrees, chance makes it 55%. And for Wednesday, chance rain, clouds got about 49 degrees, chance makes it 50%. Here in Taunton, it's fair 27, Norton 28, and Mansfield 27, and that's going to be for the Peter Channel. A lot of news on this. First of all, February 2nd, 2017, I'm Peter. Good morning, goodbye today, 2 p.m. Good day.